Hello, and welcome. It's time for AI Dungeon, and I'm Robin. So yeah, let's put on some Toho music over here. Hopefully the volume levels are acceptable. I just need background music of some kind. And the first thing I think of when I think I need a lot of music is put Toho on shuffle. So we'll see where this goes. So this is AI Dungeon. It is an AI generated text adventure thing. Excuse me. It's going to be silly. I can tell you that much. I could go into detail about what happened to me the first time I tried this, but it would take a while. This shouldn't have any tracks with lyrics because I just have the official Toho music going. Tell me if it's too loud or anything, or too quiet. So I'm going to start by doing a fantasy setting, and we are going to pick Peasant as our character. My character will be named... My character will be named Theremin. I don't know why. You are Theremin, a peasant living in the kingdom of Larian. You have a pitchfork and nothing else. You wake up and begin working in the fields. You see a girl with long blonde hair walking towards you. She's beautiful, but your mind wanders to her beauty when she smiles at you. Hey there, you say. I'm here. Yeah, that's about how I talk to people. The girl looks at you for a moment before replying. Let's see. Listen to her reply. Yes, the girl asks. What do you want? You ask back. My name's Tanya, she says. Do you know where I can find my parents? They're supposed to be looking after me, but they haven't been able to since yesterday. Oh no. Ask if something happened to Tanya's parents. That's off to a good start. So it'll start like sort of regular, and then it'll probably get very silly. No, not that, you say. Well, it doesn't like dialogue very much, so it gets really confused when you're talking to people sometimes. No, not that, you say. Where did you come from? Oh, I came here from another place, Tanya replies. That's not at all what's supposed to be happening. Oh dear. Go to another place? That might work. Let's see what happens. Tanya turns around and walks away. You walk over to her and start asking questions about what she was doing there. When you get tired of asking questions, you head home. When you arrive home, you notice that your house has changed a bit. What? Okay. It doesn't really get what it's doing yet. It has to get its bearings. It'll be fine. Probably. Investigate your house to see what has changed. It likes more words and more complicated questions, I believe. Or it prompts. Your house is still the same as it always was. However, you notice that some things have changed inside. What? No. Hello. There is now a small door on the left side of your room. It leads into an empty room with a bed and bookshelves. I'm not really accepting custom prompts. Sorry. I'm just doing things. Check to see what is on the bookshelves. You open up one of the shelves and look through the book. You find a picture book called Little Red Riding Hood. It seems like this little story might help you understand what happened to Tanya. Perhaps it will give you more information than any letter could ever do. Oh no, did her parents get eaten by wolves or something? just opening up the shelves, you know. Why is Little Red Riding Hood in the medieval times? I'm not going to ask that question. Oh, I know. Become Little Red Riding Hood. You turn the page and read the first few pages of Little Red Riding Hood. You don't really understand all of it, but you learn about yourself along the way. What? Learn about yourself. So far, AI Dungeon is a little confused. You remember being very happy growing up. Your mother loved you so much, and she'd take you out to play in the forest whenever possible. Sometimes she even let you stay up late playing games with her. You were happy. Then one day, everything changed. Okay. What changed? Tell me more, AI Dungeon. Tell me my own tragic backstory. One night, your mother woke you up crying. She told you that someone had broken into her house and stolen all of her money. She didn't know who it was or why, but she said she couldn't live anymore without it. Oh. Investigate the stolen money. I was going to say investigate the burglary, but I don't know how to spell. She went outside to search for it, but when she returned, she found that her car was gone! Her purse and phone were also missing! This is fantasy! Hey! Hey! You wonder how much money was taken, but you don't think you'll ever find out. Ponder how there was a car, a purse, and a phone in medieval times. It's just going. The next morning, your mother comes back and finds nothing out of place. The police are investigating the break-in, but they haven't been able to find anything yet. That's when you realize something strange. A car was parked right where your mom's car used to be. What? It's not listening to me. I don't think. I mean, I guess purses aren't that new, but still. And I guess fantasy doesn't have to be historical, but it did say I was a peasant with a pitchfork. Try to get in the mysterious vehicle. A laser pitchfork? You rush upstairs and grab onto the nearest chair. What? You try to lift up the front seat, but you can't budge it at all. Then you realize that if you could move the car, then maybe... Use pitchfork as leverage to lift the car. I still have this pitchfork in this flashback, right? You quickly run downstairs and grab the pitchfork from the kitchen. You hold it close to your chest and swing it around in a circle, trying to push against the front seats. You manage to pull them slightly, but not enough to budge them at all. Check the car for a mechanism that moves, that adjusts the seats. I don't know what's going on. You go back upstairs and look around again. There's no such thing as a mechanism that adjusts the seats, but perhaps there's some sort of latch on the inside of the doors. Maybe you could just climb up there and try to pry them open. I think this is a multi-story car. I don't think this is just us going in a house. Use pitchfork to pry open car doors. You crawl under the car and start poking around in the door latches. What? They're under the car? It takes a while, but eventually you succeed in opening them up. When you peek out, you see that there's an old wooden ladder hanging off the side of the car. I think this is a multi-story car with a ladder on it. Climb the old wooden ladder. You crawl underneath the car and begin climbing up the ladder. You keep going until you reach a point where you have to jump down into the woods below. What? Non-Euclidean nightmare car. There you find yourself in a small clearing surrounded by trees. Search the small clearing. I picked the fantasy genre, not the psychological horror genre. You stand in the middle of this clearing and examine the area carefully. You notice there's a large tree nearby with several branches coming out of it. On one branch, you see a piece of paper taped to it. It reads, "I'm sorry about what happened last night." It must be the thief. Refuse to accept the apology, comma, because it must be the thief. You ignore the note and continue searching the forest. Eventually, you come across a small cabin. Inside is a man sitting in his living room reading a book. He looks up when he sees you approach him. Hello. Oh no. It cued like battle music when I found this old man. Or this man. I don't know why I said he was old. Ask the man if he has stolen any valuables recently. Hello, man of the car forest. Have you stolen my mother's valuables? He doesn't answer immediately, but after a few moments he replies, "No, I don't think so." What do you mean? I'm not sure who's talking anymore. Explain to the man that your mother's money was stolen, comma, and you are looking for it. The man seems surprised by your question. Well, my mom had a lot of jewelry in her house, including jewels. She died recently, and I thought she'd want to take care of it, since I'm taking over the family farm. But how did you lose those? What? Tell the man that a thief broke into your home in the middle of the night and stole all of your money. Is this man me? I hope not. The man seems even more surprised by your statement. How did you get that much money? I got lucky, I guess. Lucky? How can luck be involved in something like that? Explain to the man the concept of gambling. Cyclops Robin. Oh no. Channel points. Oh, right. The man nods at your explanation. Gambling. Well, that's why they make movies about it. So you're saying that someone like me should not bother trying to find my lost items? That I should just give up? Maybe, maybe not. Hi, Tam. You missed, well, let's see. I started out as a peasant with a pitchfork. I talked to a girl. Then I ended up at my mother's house. No, wait, no. I talked to a girl, then I found a cabin. No, wait. I talked to the girl, I went to my house, I found Little Red Riding Hood as a book in my house. I read it. I said I would become Little Red Riding Hood. I teleported to the past, which was the future, where my mother, where my life was happy until all of my mother's money was stolen, and her car was stolen, and then the car was replaced by a different car. And this car had several stories and non-Euclidean geometry, and now I'm in a forest because I went under the car to climb a ladder to get into the car, and then I fell into a forest clearing. And then when I got to the forest clearing, I looked around, and I found this man in a cabin, and I'm telling him about what happened and explaining gambling to him, and he thinks I should give up. I think. This is the fantasy genre. I'm a peasant. I have a pitchfork. The past was the future because I thought this was supposed to start in medieval times, but now there's cars and phones and movies. Oop. Brandish your pitchfork heroically and declare that you will never give up your search for the lost money. The man stares at you incredulously. Are you serious? Are you really willing to die for this? Yes, I'll go anywhere, anytime, and fight anyone who tries to steal from me. Okay. Leave the man's cabin and continue searching for the bandit. You walk back to the cabin and sit on the porch. You wait patiently as your mother comes outside. Where are you going? She asks. I need to talk to you. About what? What? Okay. Now I'm back at this other... Okay. Ask your mother if she remembers anything about the person who stole from her. Segue. Your mother shakes her head. Nothing. They were always good people. Then why didn't you ever say anything? Why didn't you try to stop them? Because I wasn't smart enough to know what was happening around me, your mother says angrily. My character's mother did not come up at all in my previous adventure. Comfort your mother and tell her that you will find the criminal. That's a good point. I mean, Kid Icarus does mention random pop culture. Your mother smiles and hugs you tightly. It's okay, honey. I'm sure we'll find them soon. Will you let me go with you? Of course. Come on, let's go see where the bandits are hiding out. What? I guess it's Adventure Mom time. Go with Mother to the bandit hideout. Oh, if it ends a quote without an ending quotation mark, you can continue by adding to your next? Okay. As you follow your mother through the woods, you hear a loud noise coming from behind some trees. Oh no, it sounded like an explosion, Mother exclaims. We have to run now. Run directly towards the sound of the explosion. Oh, this is a flashback, so I could try to cause a temporal paradox, I think. You sprint straight towards the sound of the explosion. The two of you quickly run away from the direction of the explosion. What happened? Your mother asks. A bomb exploded in town. We've been evacuated to another nearby town, you reply. That's terrible. What? Investigate the explosion. Yeah, I guess so. I guess I ran straight towards the explosion and then away from it, so I just went straight through where it happened. You look around and notice several small pieces of metal lying all over the ground. There's also blood spattered everywhere. Did someone set off a bomb here, you ask? No, but there's still bombs in the air right now, your mother replies. Oh no. Throw pitchfork. Throw pitchfork like a javelin at one of the airborne bombs. I'm still assuming I have a pitchfork. You rush forward and catch the pitchfork by its handle. You then swing it at the bomb. Unfortunately, you don't manage to hit it. Instead, you get thrown backwards into a tree trunk. Did the bomb, like, tackle me? Are these, like, Final Fantasy bombs or something? Like creatures? I tried to bat it, but it didn't work. Pray to the tree for assistance. Pray to the tree trunk for assistance. Time to get weird. It got weird last time when I invoked, like, deities. You stand up slowly and begin praying to the tree. After a few minutes, you feel something touch your shoulder. Thank you, you whisper. What do you mean, your mother asks. I just felt a hand on my shoulder, you answer truthfully. Use the blessing of the tree to destroy all of the bombs. Clearly I've been blessed, right? You quickly gather up all the bombs and place them in a bag, then you run back to the house. Mother, father, where are you? You call out. I'm right here, honey, a voice answers back. Don't worry about it. Worry about it. I don't know what's happening. You walk inside the house and immediately start worrying about what's happened. Where did they get these things, you ask? They're not real bombs, honey, your mother explains. These are just fake explosives that were used as part of a game show. Ask if this has been an elaborate game show this entire time. I got punked, I think. Well, yes, you say. So how come I haven't seen any of the other contestants? The other people aren't here, honey, your mother says. They were all killed during the bombing. What? Tell your mother she needs to keep her story straight. I love AI. Your mother looks down and wipes her eyes. She then tells you that she was with a group of friends who'd been playing a game show together when the bombs went off. They lost their lives in the attack. So there were real bombs and fake bombs? What is happening? Yes, but they weren't the ones that destroyed our home. But why would anyone want to kill us? Why would someone do such a thing? Because we're the only family left in this world. but, but, but then how was there anyone trying to kill us? If we're the only family left, then the murderer must be in this very room. And where could he be? In the living room, honey. Oh no, you exclaim. We have to go find him before he kills us both. You and your mother run outside and see a man standing in front of the house. Immediately impale the man with your pitchfork, believing very strongly that he must be the murderer. You stop crying and turn around to face the man. He's wearing a suit and holding a briefcase. Who are you, you demand. My name's John, the man replies. Why are you here? To kill me, you reply. Wait, no, no, I'm trying to kill this guy. Attack John with pitchfork. Maybe this man is me. You swing at John with your pitchfork, which hits his head. Blood spurts everywhere, and he falls backwards. That wasn't necessary, you say angrily. Now let's get out of here. John walks over to the car and opens the door for you both. Attack the car with the pitchfork. What's happening? I'm losing it. You grab hold of the pitchfork and begin swinging it at the car. It doesn't work though. The car flies into another building nearby. It flew away. Throw John at the escaping flying car. This is uttered. You throw John at the speeding car, which crashes through several windows. The driverless car skids across the street and slams into a parked vehicle. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hurt you, a voice cries from inside the crashed car. It's okay now. Yeah, I think this flashback's a little inaccurate. Investigate the source of the voice. You walk up to the crash site and look inside the smashed window. There stands a woman dressed in black clothing, with long hair tied back in a ponytail. Her eyes are red and puffy, as if she's just gotten hit by an ice cream truck. That's really specific. What happens? What happened indeed? Check the local area for an aggressive ice cream truck. You quickly run over to the crash site and look around. Nothing seems out of place, so you assume that the woman was right about everything being fine. Are you alright? You ask her. Yeah, I'm fine, she says sadly. Are you sure? You look like you just got hit by an ice cream truck. I'm an expert. Well, yeah, but there isn't one here. Then what happened? The police said that the killer escaped on foot and hasn't been seen since. Where did he go? He went to town hall. Go to town hall. I must find the ice cream truck that escaped on foot. You rush to town hall, but it looks deserted. You walk down the stairs and enter the main lobby. There sits a large sign that reads, Town Hall. A small crowd gathers around you when they notice you walking towards them. But it just said it was deserted. Address the crowd and ask if they have seen a killer ice cream truck, or a thief, or bombs. Hello everyone, my name is John. I stole his identity, and I need your help, you shout. I've been attacked by a killer ice cream truck and a thief who stole my wallet, but nobody else knows where they could be. There's silence for a moment before someone speaks up. Listen to what they have to say. I have become John. We saw a guy driving an ice cream truck, but we couldn't tell if he was white or not. Because he had a hoodie on, another person says. And then we heard some explosions outside, but we thought maybe it was fireworks, a third adds. What is happening? Look outside town hall for any clues. I'm gonna have to like pause for a second and go get some pizza in a second, but I can't stop. You look outside town hall and see nothing suspicious. You also hear a few people talking about what they saw. I think we should keep going to the next location, someone suggests. That sounds good too, another agrees. Are these like weird robotic people? Give up on this flashback because it is complete nonsense and has nothing to do with the present day. You turn away from the memory and leave town hall. You head back home and sit down on your couch to watch TV. Your phone rings, but you ignore it. When you get home, you find that your sister's called again. Okay. Check phone or voicemail. You pick up the phone and answer. Hey sis, how's life? You ask. It's great, we're having fun at school today, she replies happily. Now this is a slice of life. We've changed genres again. Tease your sister about her girlfriend, who is apparently Notori, if this music has anything to say about this. What? Oh, come on, that's ridiculous. What kind of brother would I be if I didn't make fun of my sister's boyfriend? You exclaim angrily. Oh, stop being such a drama queen. Her reply makes you laugh. We were the only family left a second ago. Hey, AI, let my sister be a lesbian if she wants to. Good grief. Become the queen of drama. What am I doing with my life? What is my life? What is life? You start laughing hysterically as she tries to calm you down. Okay, just shut up already. It's not funny, you say. But it is! Look at me, she says in a pleading tone. Look at your sister through the phone call somehow. God. You stare at your sister through the phone call. You can't believe you're doing this, but then again, why shouldn't you? So what did you want to talk about, you ask? Well, I wanted to talk about something important with you, she answers. What is it? Well, I'm really happy with you right now, so I figured I'd talk to you about it. Is that all, you ask? Yeah, she says. Then what is it? She pauses for a second. Wait for her to reply. You wait patiently for her to respond. Eventually she does. I love you, sis, she says softly. Love you too, you reply back immediately. I'm a sister now. I was a brother a second ago. Examine your gender. Your eyes widen when you hear her voice. You've never heard her speak like this before. Why am I hearing a girl's voice? You wonder aloud. Maybe it means that I'm dreaming or something. No, it doesn't mean anything like that. Examine your own identity thoroughly. You spend the rest of the day trying to figure out what exactly happened. You don't know how long you were asleep, but eventually you wake up and realize you forgot to eat breakfast. The next morning, you go downstairs and see your mom cooking breakfast for everyone. It was all a dream. Maybe. Tell everyone that you just had the strangest dream. Oops, I typoed. You walk into the kitchen and tell everyone that you had a strange dream where you saw yourself in a girl's body. Everyone seems surprised by this revelation, but they don't seem to mind it. They even begin eating their food faster than usual. decide that you are, in fact, a woman. I think this entire story was actually a dream that gave our character an epiphany about being transgender, which is extremely on brand for me. You stand up from the table and head towards the bathroom. Hey, Susie, do you think we should change our name to Sister? Your mom asks. Huh? No, we're still going to be called the Smiths, you answer. Huh? Is this Killer 7 now? Maybe I'm all of these people in one body and an assassin or something. Uh, um, hmm. I think now is probably a good time to go get some pizza. So I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I have some pizza and I will be trying to eat it quietly while also continuing. We'll see how that goes. First, ask yourself who you really are. You enter the bathroom and close the door behind you. You sit on the toilet seat and take a deep breath. Who am I? You ask yourself. I don't know yet, you answer honestly. Wow, that's pretty real, suddenly. Hmm. Embark on a journey to find yourself. You look around the room and try to remember everything that's ever happened here. You start looking at the pictures on the wall, but you quickly realize you haven't seen them since you were little. Where are my parents, you ask yourself? They're dead. What? Am I alive? You turn off the light and sit down on the floor. You stare at your hands and then at your feet. What am I doing? You ask yourself again. I don't know yet, you reply truthfully once more. Jesus, what's happening? Think deeply about life. You feel very sad as you think about all the things that have happened to you. It's hard to breathe, and your heart feels like it's going to explode any second now. Try not to have an anxiety attack. You put your hand over your mouth and hold it there while you try to calm yourself down. Please, just let me get through this, you plead with yourself. Okay, you sigh. But why am I having an anxiety attack? Because I'm scared. What am I scared of? You open the closet and grab some old clothes. Here, wear these, you say to yourself. And please don't panic if something happens to me right now. You put on the clothes and head back into the living room. Look around the living room. You walk out of the house and see your family sitting on the couch watching TV. Mommy, Daddy, what's wrong? You call out. Your mother looks up from her television screen and sees you standing nearby. She smiles when she notices you. Aren't you supposed to be dead? You smile at your mother. Yeah, I guess I am, you say. So what's wrong? Your father turns his attention away from the TV and stares at you. He seems so worried that he starts shaking and begins sniffling. Ask him, what is the matter? You stand in front of your father and ask him what's wrong. Your dad looks at you with tears streaming down his face. It's been so long since we talked like this, he says tearfully. What do you mean? You look at your dad, and you can tell by his expression that he doesn't want to talk about it. We used to talk a lot before I was born, you explain. What? What? Check to see if your life was written... No. Was directed by Hideo Kojima. You nod your head in agreement. Yes, I believe that was it, you say. Can you tell me how you knew my name? Your dad shakes his head and continues to cry. His eyes close and he falls backwards onto the sofa where he stops crying completely. Check to see if you are in Silent Hill. You turn around and start walking towards the door. Suddenly you hear a noise behind you. Hey, what are you doing? Get back here, a voice calls out. The person who called out to you is wearing a black hoodie and jeans. Who are you? You stop walking and turn around. The person wearing the hoodie has dark hair and wears glasses. I'm sorry, but I have to ask you one more time, you say. Where are you from? The person nods his head in response to your question. Tell me who you are. You continue to stare at the man in front of you. He doesn't seem to be very friendly or approachable. My name is James. My name is James Sunderland, the man says. Oh no! Deep breaths. I live in an apartment building just outside town. He pauses for a moment and then continues speaking again. Listen to James Sunderland talk. James Sunderland is a quiet man. He rarely speaks unless spoken to first. I don't know why you're asking me these questions, James says, but I'll answer them all right now. He takes off his hoodie and shows you his face. Look closely at the face of James Sunderland. You slowly look at the face of James Sunderland. It isn't too bad looking, but there is something slightly off about it. Is this really you? You ask. That's what I thought, he replies. What? Punch James Sunderland in the face. I think I'm done eating now. So this should go more smoothly. Hopefully. You quickly grab hold of James' wrist and begin punching him in the face. Ow, stop it, he screams as he tries to pull away from your grip. Get away from me! Don't call me oaf, you reply. I don't know what's happening. I'll kill you, James. Let's just quote Eddie, then. I guess. Quickly run up to him and put your fist through his chest. Blood splatters on the wall behind you. What the fuck do you think you're doing? He yells. I have no idea. My life is pure insanity. And you are a character from a video game. You stand up and walk over to James. You take a deep breath and release a burst of air into his lungs. This causes him to gasp for air, which makes you laugh even harder. It's okay. It's okay. What's okay? It is not okay. The descent into madness is still continuing. You walk over to James and push him against the wall. You slap his face hard enough that he falls backwards onto the floor. Stop hitting me! I'm not some fucking video game character! He cries out in pain. Yeah, well, you're getting old anyway. Deplete all of James Sunderland's health points. I think I broke myself. You quickly start draining. You quickly start draining all of James' health points. His eyes widen in fear and he begins to cry out. No, 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 no! He cries out in agony. Shut up, shut up, shut up! I won't hurt you anymore! I don't know who sang that last one. Hmm. Leave Silent Hill. I like that idea. Leave Silent Hill, because it's that easy, right? You quickly run back to the entrance of the hospital where you were attacked by James Sunderland. You enter the hospital and go upstairs. The next day you find yourself in a different part of town. What? No, really. Leave Silent Hill. So this was Silent Hill the whole time. You quickly get dressed and head down to the bus stop. A young woman comes up to you. She looks like she's been crying all night long. Are you alright? Are you sick? The girl asked with concern in her voice. I don't know what's wrong with me. I need your help. Oh, okay then, she says and walks away. That's not helping. As you continue walking, you notice that the sky is starting to turn red, as if the sun was going to explode any second now. Suddenly you feel very dizzy and fall to the ground. Try to stand up. You slowly stand up and look around. It seems like everything is completely dark. Where am I? You ask in confusion. That's the only question you should be asking right now, a disembodied voice says in your mind. But I have so many other questions to ask. Well, that's why we're here to answer them. Suddenly, you hear a loud noise coming from above you. It sounds like an explosion, then another one, and another one. Run. You run as fast as you can towards the sound of the explosions. You see several buildings on fire and smoke everywhere. What are you doing? Someone shouts at you. I'm trying to escape this place, you shout back. Escape. Zero hours remain. You manage to get outside safely. However, you still don't understand what just happened. Well, calm down there, a man says while standing nearby. It's okay. It was just a freak accident. My entire life is a series of freak accidents that don't make any sense. Yeah, whatever, the man shrugs his shoulders. You walk along the street for quite some time until you finally reach a house. You knock on the door and wait for someone to come out. Eventually, you hear voices inside the room. Hello? Can you tell me where I am? Of course. How do you know my name, you ask? Who am I? Why would I lie about that? So who are you exactly? You ask. I'm not sure yet. My name is Jack, he replies. Now let's talk about how you got here. I don't know how I got here. Jack. Oh, you can get the AI to say more by pressing enter without typing anything? I'll try that. Okay, first things first. Where the hell did you come from? Who are you? I don't know how I came here or who I am either. All I know is that I woke up in a strange town with no memory of how I got there. That's true. Let's just try pressing enter. Alright then, where are you from? Okay, it's just repeating it. Who are you? Please tell me who I am, Jack. I need to know. No, I don't want to know who Jack is. I want to know who I am. Have an identity crisis. Because that's what I'm doing. You're having an identity crisis. What does one even mean by that? Is it something like being confused about your gender or sexuality? Or maybe it's more than that, because you feel like you're not really knowing yourself very well anymore. Become your true self. You suddenly become your true self. It feels weird at first, but after a few minutes it becomes natural again. Your new personality seems to be much different than before, though. Examine your new personality. After a couple days of this new personality, you start noticing changes in other areas as well. For example, you notice that people aren't so friendly towards you anymore. They seem to think less of you now. Hello, this is a complete madness time. I don't know how to describe it anymore. Um, ma'am, this is a Wendy's. Oh no. Uh, ask why people think less of you now. Why do they think less of me now, you ask? Because you're acting like a jerk right now, Jack says. But if you want to get along better with them, just act nice for a while, and then they'll return to their old ways. Um, give Jack a chocolate chip cookie. I'm gonna act nice for a while. I'm losing my mind. Thanks for giving me a cookie, Jack, you say. No problem. Now can we get back to talking? Yeah, I guess, you reply. Yes, this is still the fantasy peasant. Allegedly. The next day you leave the house and head down into town. Uh... Go into the mountains to meditate and achieve enlightenment. Oh hey, it's Kagero's theme. I like that. Oh. You walk into the mountains and begin meditating. After a while, you find yourself in a peaceful state of mind. It's over, you say to yourself. I have achieved enlightenment. You sit on top of a large rock and enjoy your newfound peace. Well, that was easy. Good ending. It's not over yet. It doesn't say the end yet. You can tell it to end, but huh. I love you too, Isa. Watch the sun set. You watch the sunset. The clouds begin to darken, or the sky begins to darken, and the clouds begin to gather. Suddenly, you hear a loud noise coming from outside. What was that? You ask out loud. That was probably a bomb going off somewhere nearby, a voice answers back. Sometimes it will eventually generate the end. Ignore all of the problems in the world. Fuck it, let's get the hell out of here, you say. You run off into the woods and disappear from sight. Bombs? Rope? Lamp oil? Okay. Become a... Wait, I watched the sun so hard my rock became a building? I guess so. The end. You wake up in the morning and look around. You see nothing amiss. You realize that you don't have any food or water either. You also notice you haven't eaten anything since yesterday night. It was all a dream again! Eat the forest. You quickly grab some leaves and grass and devour them. This causes you to feel full and satisfied. You then proceed to drink more water until you reach your limit. As soon as you finish eating, you immediately start running through the trees again. Help! Uh, run around at top speed for no reason. You continue to run through the trees at high speeds. You keep on doing this for hours until you eventually fall asleep. When you awaken, you find yourself lying on a bed made of white sheets. There's a man standing beside you who looks very familiar. Ask the familiar man who he is. I hope it's not James Sunderland. Who are you? My name is Zalmora, he replies. What? Whomst? How did you sleep? You looked really tired when you woke up. I'm fine. What happened to me? I'm gonna try and let it continue, just to see. Well, I had to kill someone, you explain. A murderer? Yes, but not just anyone. It was my brother, Jack. Oh no, she says with fear in her voice. Wait, who? Is he dead too? Everyone is dead. This world is but an illusion. A tear in the eye of the great dreamer. I'm making shit up now. I'm just gonna go mental. She stares at you in shock. Are you crazy? How could you do such a thing? Because I want to be free! Because I know what's right, you shout. Destroy the world. Suddenly stop attacking the man and instead attack him with your sword. He doesn't even try to defend himself. He simply falls down dead instantly. What the fuck were you thinking? You exclaim. Burn everything to ash. There is no continuity. Continuity isn't real. You begin to cast fireballs at the room, the flames engulfing the entire house. You're so angry that you decide to destroy everything in sight. The house burns down completely, and you die in a blaze of glory. You died. Game over. Well, there it is. We are dead. I am a dork. I am extremely a dork. Hang out with death. I love being a dork. You wake up in the morning and see it's already morning. You remember how you fell asleep last night. You head back down to where you died and sit by death. He smiles at you and asks if you'd like to join him for breakfast. You died. Game over. Eat a pancake with your best buddy, comma, death. I'm just gonna see what happens if I keep going, I guess. You both eat pancakes together. You enjoy the meal immensely. After finishing your food, you take a shower and change clothes before heading home. Check to see if you are still dead. You look around and see that you're indeed dead. Your body lies on the floor as you watch Death eating his breakfast. So, I guess we have nothing more to talk about. I guess not. See you in hell. Death. Well, yes, hello there, young one. You seem very determined to live forever. Perhaps this will help you accomplish that goal. You feel a sudden pain in your chest and fall unconscious. I'm double dead. Wake up. You awaken in a cold sweat. You stare at yourself in the mirror and gasp. Your face has changed into that of a corpse. Your eyes are black holes filled with hatred and malice. You realize that you're now undead. Oh shit. I'm like a like a like a like a zombie. Huh. Remove hatred and malice from your eyes. This is just gonna go forever. You quickly wipe away the blood from your eyes and smile at yourself in the mirror. Oh my god, I'm alive, you cry out. Well, that was certainly unexpected, Death says. How did you get here? You stabbed me in the chest, and then I was undead for like 5 seconds. Death doesn't even know what the fuck. That's an interesting way to put it, but I assure you, I'm not some sort of vampire or anything. It just happened. Ask Death how his day is going. My day's going pretty good. I've been able to keep most of my powers under control, which means I haven't had to kill anyone yet today. Sounds like you're doing fine, you reply. Yeah, well, that's what friends are for, right? Give Death a friendly pat on the back. Thanks, you exclaim. No problem, Death replies. Can I go outside, you ask? Sure thing, kid, Death responds. Just don't wander too far from here, though, because I can sense people nearby who aren't supposed to be here. Wander too far from here. Death Daddy. Oh dear. Okay, I got it, you say. Good boy, Death says. Now let's head back to where we started so we can continue our conversation properly. You follow Death back to the house and he leads you through the front door. Sit down for tea with Death and listen to him talk. I think this laughter is killing my throat because my sinuses are bad. After sitting down for tea, Death begins talking to you. So, tell me about yourself, Death asks. Well, I'm a little bit different than other kids my age. My name is John and I'm 13 years old, you answer. I died a little while ago, but then I kept going and I wasn't dead anymore? Tell Death about your hobbies. At this, like an hour and a half ago, I was a peasant in medieval times. Sounds like a typical story. What else do you enjoy doing? I play video games all the time, you say. What kind of games? They usually involve shooting things and blowing stuff up. Complain to Death that many people think violent video games cause all of the world's problems. Fine, whatever, Death says. Anyway, I have to run now. See you later, kid. You nod and leave Death to his work as he heads off into the woods. As soon as you exit the house, you feel a sudden chill go through your body. Examine the chill. I don't know. As soon as you walk out of the house, you feel a cold sensation hit your entire body. Your skin feels numb and you begin to shiver uncontrollably. You try to stand up, but fall over immediately when the feeling hits your legs. Try to fight the cold. I don't know. You attempt to fight the cold but fail miserably. The more you struggle against it, the worse it gets. Eventually, you collapse onto the ground in exhaustion and cry out for help. Call for help. I need to go get some water and probably like a cough drop at this point. I'll be right back. You call out for help, but no one answers. After a few minutes pass, you start to panic and scream for someone or something to help you. This causes the coldness around your body to increase even further. Hello. Excuse me. Give in to the cold. With a sigh of defeat, you give in to the cold and succumb to its influence completely. I have to have a cough drop in my mouth now because I'm dying, so there's probably noise from that. The next day, you wake from your nap to find that you're no longer in your own home. Instead, you're on a deserted road somewhere in the middle of nowhere. You look around confused at first, until death appears before you again. Ask Death, what the fuck is going on? Death suddenly speaks to you. Oh, this is so embarrassing. I was just looking after you today, and then I decided to take a walk in the forest instead, he explains. Let him explain. So where are we exactly, and why am I here, you ask? Well, you were born in a hospital in the city. When you weren't being looked after by your parents, they sent you to live with me. Why did they send me there? What's going on? Because your mother died of an unknown illness while giving birth to you, she wasn't buried properly and her body didn't decompose quickly enough for her to be identified. Her death was never officially recorded, though she's been listed as died since the beginning of time. What? What? I'm completely losing my mind. You think the AI is starting to crack? I think it's cracked for a long time. Let's see if he just continues. And my father? He had a heart attack during his work as a mechanic. His death was also never officially recorded either. What happened to them? They both went to heaven. Oh. Well, that's good news, at least. I think. No, it isn't. Your mother's death has left you with a permanent scar on your soul. It'll always remind you of the pain she felt when she lost her baby girl. I see, you reply. I sure don't. Remove scar from your soul. Permanent? Yeah, right. You carefully removed the scar from your soul. Now, if you want to go back home, you can do that now, Death says. How much will it cost, you ask? It's not cheap. It costs $1,000. That's too expensive. I don't have that kind of money, you exclaim. Then you'll need to get a job or borrow some money from your family. You just told me that my whole family died and went to heaven. Keep your story straight, Death. God. Yes, but I'm telling you that's not true. My sister lives in the city and she still works as a nurse. If you convince her to help you out, then it'll only cost $500. But what about my dad, you exclaim. Go and see Death's sister. You head to Death's sister's house and knock on the door. Hello, the voice answers. Hi, is your brother still alive? You ask. Yeah, he's dead, she replies. Who are you? You died. Game over. What? What if I just press enter here? My name is John. I'm here because my father died recently, and he said he wanted me to meet you. Well, okay, then she responds. Oh dear. Dying. Death smiles at you, and you feel your life flash before your eyes. Then suddenly everything goes black. And jazzy music starts playing, apparently. You wake up in a room with no windows. A man stands behind you holding a gun to your head. He tells you that you're going to be working for him as an assassin. Refuse. You shake your hand your head and tell him you won't work for him. Good, good. Now let's see how well you really know this town. You look around the room and notice there's a desk with several papers on top of it. Throw the entire desk at the man. I should probably just start over at this point, honestly. You grab the desk and throw it at the man, who catches it easily. You run over to him and punch him in the face, knocking him down. What the fuck are you doing? What did I ever do to you? He yells while trying to stand up. Explain that he held you at gunpoint 3 seconds ago. I was being held at gunpoint by you 3 seconds ago, you say. Oh yeah? Well, I guess we could settle this like men rather than like children. The AI hasn't gotten horny for me yet? Is it supposed to do that? Suplex the man. You jump into the air and slam the man into the ground. He screams in pain from the impact. That was pretty impressive, kid, the man says. Now get out of here. He walks away and leaves you alone. Suplex yourself. I don't know if the AI is losing it or if I'm losing it. Or like which one is... You sit back down and try to figure out what you should do next. You decide that since you were able to defeat the man without any help, maybe you could also do it again without assistance. Chase down the man and suplex him again. Suplex is a good word. You walk towards the man and start chasing after him. Hey, stop! You hear someone shout. Whoa, hold on, another voice says. We don't want to hurt you. Yeah, whatever, you reply. Suplex every human being. You quickly run through the crowd and start throwing people at the man. Stop! Stop! No! The man shouts as he's thrown into a wall. No, stop! You yell. This isn't right! Well, if you insist. Oh, I don't know what's happening. You continue to throw people at the man until you feel the need to rest. When you finally fall asleep, you find yourself in bed with a woman who looks very familiar. She smiles when she sees you and touches your cheek before leaving. What? Wake up. This is just like layers of dreams, I think. You awaken feeling very tired. You remember waking up in a strange house, and then you pass out. You eventually wake up in bed with a woman who looks very familiar. She smiles when she sees you and touches your cheek before leaving. Wake up from the dream. Did I get it stuck? You open your eyes and see a young girl standing in front of you. Her hair is tied into 2 pigtails and her skin tone is similar to yours. However, she has long blonde hair instead of brown. Wake up from this dream as well. She smiles and hugs you tightly before walking out of the room. As soon as she's gone, you realize that you're still dreaming. Stop dreaming. We need to go shallower. Yes. You stop dreaming for a while, but then you begin to think about the dream again. It seems like it happened yesterday or even last week. Then suddenly you wake up. Escape from the dream world. You stand up and look around. There are no windows in the room, so you can only assume there's some sort of light source outside. You slowly get dressed and head out the door. I don't know how... You walk outside and see a bright sun shining down upon you. You look around and notice it's sunny outside, which means you've woken up in the morning. As you walk along the road, you come across a small town. Go into town and buy a banana. I don't know why. It just felt like a banana, apparently. You enter the local grocery store and ask one of the cashiers where they sell bananas. He tells you that they don't have any on hand, but he says that they do have a large supply of oranges. Purchase all of the oranges. To very dramatic music. You spend an hour or so buying oranges and other fruit. After you've bought everything, you return home and eat them all. You finish off by drinking orange juice. Afterwards, you decide that it was a good day to wake up. There hasn't been a dungeon, I don't think. Eat everything in the grocery store. You quickly eat everything in the grocery store. You feel full after eating so much food, but you don't really care since you just want to sleep. The next day comes and goes without incident. Okay. No, I don't want to do that. I feel like I'm gonna sneeze. Excuse me. That was a sneeze. Thank you for following. Let's see what happens if I just continue. One night while you're sleeping, you hear a loud noise that wakes you up from your slumber. You look over at the window and see a man with a shotgun standing outside your bedroom door. Take the man's shotgun. Just taking it. Just give me the shotgun. You grab the shotgun from the closet and open up your bedroom door. The man with the shotgun stands outside your door and points his gun at you. Who are you? He asks. And why are you here? I'm not arresting you right now. Shoot at the man. I just have a shotgun now, I guess. You fire several shots at the man, hitting him multiple times. The man falls backwards onto the floor of your room. You turn away from the body and sit down on your bed. I guess this is what happens when you try to rob me. Okay. Uh, dispose of the man's body. This is suddenly violent, I guess. You put the man's body in a bag and throw it into the trash can outside your door. You close the door and fall asleep for another few hours. Just an everyday occurrence, I guess. Morning arrives and you get up to check on the house. You find it hasn't been ransacked yet, though there is some damage under your front door. You head back inside and see that everything is still as it was before you woke up. This is suddenly really mundane. I guess I woke up from too many dreams. Stare blankly at the wall for several minutes. You stare blankly at the wall for several minutes. Finally, you stand up and walk out of your room. You walk through the front door and down the stairs. As soon as you reach the bottom of the staircase, you stop dead in your tracks. There's a large hole in one of the walls. It looks like someone tried to break into your house with a sledgehammer. Go inside the large hole. This madness has to stop eventually, right? I guess I keep not letting it stop, actually. So that's kind of on me. You enter the large hole and find yourself staring at a small room filled with rubble. You can make out a figure sitting in an old rocking chair by the corner of the wall. He or she doesn't seem to notice you, however, so you decide to leave them be. Steal the rocking chair. Was it really stealing if it's my own house? I don't know anymore. You slowly creep towards the rocking chair. After reaching it, you pick it up and place it against the wall behind you. You then begin to rock back and forth into the chair until you feel comfortable enough to move around without being seen. I guess it's like a hover chair or something. Sneaking chair. Stealth rocker. Oh no, stealth rock. Sneak around and try to find the culprit. You quickly slip out of sight and head back upstairs. You take a look around the house again and find that nothing has changed except for the fact that you now have a new rocking chair. That's true. That's fair. I guess. You're not wrong. Investigate the rocking chair for clues. You carefully examine the rocking chair. It seems to be made of wood, but it isn't solid. You think about how you could use something like that to climb up the side of the house, but you don't know where you would even start with such a thing. Oh, okay. go onto the roof of the house. You head back downstairs and find that the house is indeed in ruins! The roof of the house is caved in completely, leaving only a giant hole in the middle of the building. You also notice that there are several bodies lying on top of each other all over the floor. God damn it. Not again. It was going so well, I think. You run back up to the roof and look around. You spot a ladder leading up to the roof. You grab hold of it and begin climbing up. When you reach the top, you immediately hear a loud noise coming from above you. Oh no, we're back to non-Euclidean geometry. From the start of the game. Is it a bomb again? Look up. You look up and see a massive explosion happening right outside your window. A huge fireball begins shooting out of the ground directly above you. You scream and drop the ladder before it hits you. Hug the huge fireball. What could go wrong? You embrace the fireball and begin hugging it tightly. You continue to cling onto it as you fall deeper into the earth. Eventually, you hit bedrock and everything goes black. Okay. The next morning, you wake up in the hospital bed. Your mother is standing nearby looking down at you. She looks very tired and sad. I'm sorry, she says quietly. It's just, I thought we were going to get away this time. You nod and smile weakly. She's back again! And it's about time too. And this time she's in the mood. Or, not really, but... Ask your mother if she's dead again. No, you say simply, we're still alive. Your mother sighs deeply and shakes her head sadly. Well, at least we'll live through another day. I've died like 5 times in the past 2 hours. You shrug helplessly. I guess so. Your mother smiles and hugs you tightly. Thank God! Thank God! She kisses you on the cheek and then runs off to get some food. Wake up. We're back to nonsense. You slowly open your eyes and stare at the ceiling. There's no light here anymore. All you can make out is darkness and the occasional creaking of the walls. You try to sit up, but you feel too weak to move anyway. Wait and see what happens. A few minutes pass and you finally manage to stand up. You take a quick glance around the room and realize that it's mostly empty except for a couple of beds and a table with several bottles of pills on it. Look at the pill bottles. You quickly scan the room and find a large number of pill bottles. They're labeled with names such as Xanax, Zoloft, and others. Some are filled to the brim, while others have only half a bottle left. Take Zoloft. You grab a pill bottle from one of the tables and carefully open it. The label reads Zolotep ER pills. You quickly swallow the pill without really thinking about it. It feels good, almost like a drug. Zolotep. Okay. Allow the Zolotep ER to take effect. Side effects may include... Who knows? After swallowing the pill, you immediately feel drowsy. You lay back down on the bed and close your eyes. After a few moments, you hear a noise outside, and then silence. Don't move. This feels like trying to navigate a dream that won't end. You stay perfectly still. You don't even stir or make any other movement. Eventually, you begin to feel sleepy again, and eventually fall into a deep sleep. Sleep forever. Wow, why did I type that? I just want the madness to end. The next morning, you awaken to find yourself lying on the floor of your bedroom. Your clothes are gone, and there's nothing else in your room except for a small piece of paper taped to the door reading, "Welcome to hell." What? Okay. Well then, indeed. Okay, then. Oh, I just noticed that like one of my favorite Toho songs is playing. Um. Uh, Open the bedroom door. This feels like the opening of a Newgrounds Room Escape game. Yeah. You cautiously open the bedroom door and find yourself staring at a dead body. He looks exactly like your father, only he's not wearing his wedding ring. His face has been horribly burned, and his skin peels off, revealing bone underneath. Dad? Wow. Move the body out of the way and continue forward. How many times have my character's parents died? You step back and put distance between you and the corpse. You walk over to the window and peer out. You can see nothing but blackness beyond it. I'm sorry, you whisper quietly to yourself. Leave the bedroom through the window. You head towards the window and peek out. You see nothing but endless darkness. There's no sound save for the wind blowing through the trees outside. Well, yeah, but I want to leave, though. Is there going to be another explosion in a second? You turn around and look back inside the house. Nothing's out of place except for the broken mirror on the dresser. You pick up the mirror and examine it closely. You notice that its surface is cracked slightly, which means that someone must have tried to break into this house before you did. What? Go through the window. How many houses have I broken into? You step through the window and stare out at the empty landscape. You can't believe you're actually leaving this world behind. Suddenly, something catches your eye. A bright light shines through the windowsill directly above you. It's a flashlight. Take flashlight. I'll take a flashlight, I guess. Are we back at Silent Hill again? You grab the flashlight from under the sink and turn it on. It illuminates your surroundings as brightly as daylight does when used properly. The moonlight shining through the window makes everything seem much brighter than they really are. That's a really weirdly phrased couple of sentences. Explore the endless darkness. Yep. I've been going for a couple hours and it doesn't make any sense. You stand out in front of the broken mirror and shine the flashlight beam across your face. You see nothing but pure white. This is proof that you're not dreaming after all. What? So my face is just pure whiteness? Yeah, I'm supposed to be a peasant with a pitchfork. But it's kind of escalated and spiraled out of control. A lot. I don't know what's happening. Leave. You leave the bedroom and head downstairs. As soon as you reach the bottom of the stairs, you hear a loud noise. You run down the stairs and into your basement. There's nothing here except for a dark hallway with several doors leading off of it. All of them are locked. We are in Silent Hill again. God damn it. Try to open the doors. I think we're in hell and tripping on Zolotep ER pills. You push one of the doors open and step inside. There's another room here too, but unlike the first one, there isn't anything here either. The lights are turned off in this room too. In fact, all of the lights have been turned off in this entire house. Yeah. Check the other rooms in the hallway. You search the rest of the hallways in this house and find nothing out of place. You continue searching until you come across a door marked living room. You knock on the door and wait patiently for someone to answer. After about 5 minutes pass, you hear voices coming from inside. Break down the door to the living room. You break down the door to the living room, hoping that whoever lives here is home. Unfortunately, nobody answers. You decide to investigate further anyway. YouTube's having some trouble here. You enter the living room and find yourself staring at a large television screen. On the TV screen, you see a man sitting in an armchair watching some sort of game show. He has long blonde hair and wears glasses. His eyes are completely black. Keep watching the TV. You sit down next to him and watch the TV screen for a while. Nothing happens though. You've never seen or heard of any kind of game show before. Then suddenly, the man speaks. "Hello?" he says in a deep voice. Introduce yourself to the man. I sat down next to the guy on the TV, yes. "My name is John," you say. "I'm sure you must be new to our little town. I am Mr. Smith." "Yes, I know who you are," you reply. "What do you want?" I know more than I think I know. I don't know what I know. I think. We're having a contest where we'll give away a brand new car if you can guess what song is playing on the radio. It's a song from Toho 16 called Crazy Backup Dancers. I mean, it is. That's what's playing right now. That's right. It's a very popular Toho song. We've had people win prizes by guessing songs correctly in the past. Okay, well, I think I know what song it is now. Mr. Smith looks over at his computer and then back at you. Ask Mr. Smith for your prize. I got it right. Give me the car or whatever. Well, my wife Karen wants me to go get her something from the kitchen. Would you like it? Would you like to come with me? Sure, what would it be? A glass of milk. What? Take a glass of milk to Karen. Now I'm just like helping this guy, I guess. I don't... Thanks, but no thanks. I have to go get my prize. You walk out of the house and down the street to Karen's house. When you arrive, she opens up her front door. Hey, I'm home, she says happily. What did you want? I just wanted to talk about this game show thing. Your husband, Mr. Smith, told me I won a brand new car. I heard a fireworks outside. Oh yeah, that happened last night. My husband gave me a big box full of stuff. I was so happy when he said he'd given me a brand new car. So how much did you get? Karen smiles. Continue, Karen. I don't know yet, but I hope it's enough to buy us a nice place to live, and I'll definitely need more milk after all this shopping. Give Karen milk. Is this like Harvest Moon now? I don't think she likes that in Harvest Moon, though. She likes wine. Thank you, Susie. That really means a lot to me. I'm Susie again. You leave Karen's house and head back home. As soon as you enter the living room, you see that there's a large TV screen on top of the coffee table. Turn on the TV. It's just a screen. It's just a screen, but I'll turn it on. The TV turns itself on and shows a commercial for the local supermarket. Okay. Is this supposed to be ominous or something? The television suddenly cuts to static and then goes black. The screen comes back on and shows a small girl sitting in an office chair. She has long brown hair and wears glasses. Wave to the small girl on the TV screen. Eventually this madness will end. The next time it tries to end, I will let it end. You wave at the little girl on the TV screen. It seems that she notices your gesture and waves back. Then the television cuts to static again and then goes black. Shrug and go to the local supermarket to buy a banana. I still didn't get that banana earlier. I gotta get that banana. I don't know why I want a banana. You stand outside the grocery store and wait patiently for the clerk to come around with some bananas. Finally, he walks over to you holding a cart filled with bananas. He looks like he wants to say something, but instead he hands you one banana each. Here you go. Eat all of the bananas. Bananas by the each. I saw that earlier. You grab another banana from the cart and eat it before continuing to wait. Eventually, the clerk returns to his post behind the counter. We're done here, he says as he heads back inside. Have fun today. Uh, eat all of the food in the supermarket. I mean, we did this earlier. We might as well continue doing it. You quickly finish up everything in the supermarket. When you finish eating, you realize that you have no idea what else is available in town, or even where you are now. Your phone isn't working either, and the battery is dead. Consider eating your phone. I have clearly lost it. I mean, you decide to take your phone out of its case, so you can check to see if it still works. You open up the case and find that the battery is completely dead. Well, I guess I'm going to have to get a new one. uh, go to phone store. You walk into the nearest phone shop and ask the cashier how much it would cost to replace your broken phone. He tells you that they'll charge you 30 for a new battery and 10 for a new charger. That won't be necessary. What? Persuade cashier to give you a free phone. Banana phone. Perfect. You convince the cashier to give you a free phone. He agrees and gives you a brand new Samsung Galaxy S. Wait, SII. What is that Roman numeral? Hold on. S is a part of the Roman numerals, right? I think. Galaxy S3? Okay. I was just checking because for some reason I thought S was a Roman numeral for a second. I don't know why I didn't think of this myself. Call up death on your brand new Samsung Galaxy S3 smartphone. Let's see how Death is doing. We have to check in with him. You dial up Death on your brand new Samsung Galaxy S3 smartphone. Hello? Death answers immediately. Hey Susie, how's it hanging? I was just about to call you. Death said, how's it hanging? I like that. Because that's a way that you can die by hanging. Oh dear. Death, you nerd. Call Death a big nerd. Affectionately. How's it hanging, you ask Death. It's great, he replies. What do you want to talk about? Oh, nothing really, you reply. Just how are things with you? Let's just see how this goes. How's it hanging? Are things good? Death asks. I mean, yes and no. Things are fine, but not great. Why do you say that? You ask. Is there anything wrong with me? No, Death responds. Ask Death what he is not telling you. Death knows something. I'm sure of it. I'm not telling you anything, Death says. Don't worry about it. You continue to press Death for more information, but he doesn't answer any further questions. You hang up the phone and sigh in frustration. Okay. Fair enough. Hmm. Dial a random number on your phone. What could go wrong? You pick up the phone and see that it's an area code from the city of Springfield, Missouri. You try calling a local number on your phone and finally get through. It's a payphone. Hello? Hello? Comes the voice on the other end of the line. Hi, my name is... and I'd like to order a pizza. The voice sounds very bored by your request. Okay, what kind of pizza do you want? It asks again. Ask for none pizza with left beef. Susie is now named a blank space. Yes. None pizza with left beef, the voice asks. Yeah, please. The voice seems to be getting annoyed now. Alright then, let me tell you what happens next. This extremely threatening pizza ghosts on the phone. Tell me what happens next. Let me tell you what happens next. You're not sure if this is going to work or not, so you decide to play along. Well, okay, the voice says. Ask what happens next. Yeah, this is going to sound strange, but can you put some cheese on the bottom of the pizza? You pause for a moment as you listen to the other person's response. The voice suddenly gets even more bored. Alright then. Ask the voice to make the pizza boneless. Can you make the pizza without the crust? The voice pauses briefly before answering. Sure, why not? What else would you like to order? You're still confused at this point, so you just go ahead and ask for whatever you want. I'm sorry for making you unable to breathe. Ask for an ancient artifact on the side. Can you make the pizza without the crust? Oh no, it's repeating. Ask for magic crystal. Oh no, your roommates are concerned for your health. Oh no, it's stuck. That's all. Thanks. Let's try that. The cursed pizza phone has trapped me in a loop. No problem. Bye. Wait for pizza delivery. I shouldn't have asked for the boneless. Can you save a transcript? Is there a way to do that? I didn't look. Wait patiently while waiting for your pizza to arrive. Control A, Control C. Okay, I'll try that. A few minutes pass and you finally get your pizza. It looks delicious. You take a bite out of it and immediately spit it back into the box. Closely examine the gross pizza. You carefully examine the gross pizza that was delivered to you. It seems to be made of cardboard with a layer of grease on top. There are no toppings inside either. Inside? Which makes eating it very difficult. Call the number back to complain that your pizza is made out of not food. You call the number back to complain about your pizza being made out of not food. Hello? A male voice answers. What can I do for you? I'm having a problem with my pizza. It's disgusting, you answer. Tell the male voice that your pizza is made out of cardboard and grease. Yeah, there wasn't any bottom cheese. Come on. I gotta get that cheese. Oh, well, I'm sorry about that, but I don't know what could be causing it. Is there anything else you need? No, thank you, you reply. Okay then, how may I help you today? The man asks. Order a pizza made out of magic crystals. Yes, please have a magic pizza made out of magic crystals, you say. Okay, the man says as he takes the phone from you. He proceeds to dial up a pizza shop in another town. Wait, he took my phone from me through the phone and called a different pizza shop. My body is not designed for laughing. Ah, ow. Wait for pizza delivery. You wait patiently while waiting for your pizza to arrive. A few minutes pass and you finally get your pizza. You take a bite out of it and immediately spit it back into the box. It's... No! Examine the new gross pizza. There's no luck here. The pizza is bad. You inspect the new gross pizza that was delivered. It seems to be made out of cardboard with a layer of grease on top. There are no toppings inside either, which makes eating it very difficult. Wow, this one has cheese and tomato sauce all over the place. Eat the cheese and tomato sauce. I gotta at least get something for my not spending any money on this pizza. You eat the cheese and tomato sauce that was on the gross pizza. This tastes really good, you remark. Yeah, it does, another voice replies. Thank you, you reply. Feel socially awkward for thanking someone when that was not the correct response. You feel socially awkward for thanking someone when that was not the correct response. Well, thanks anyway, you reply. Yeah, bye-bye, the other voice responds. The two voices stop talking, and you're left alone again. Burn the cardboard and grease pizzas. You decide to burn the cardboard and grease pizzas so they won't be able to cause you any more problems. You put them into a large baggie and throw it in the trash. Thanks for delivering my pizza. Now I'll never have to deal with those people ever again. What? Look around for a local pizza joint. Maybe if I don't order it over the phone, it will improve. You look around for a local pizza joint, since you can't find anything here in your current location. You see some kids playing on the street corner, selling hot dogs and chips, but they seem to be pretty busy at the moment. They even give you a small tip before leaving. I phrase my commands with you because that's typically how adventure games work, I think? Or maybe that's just how I'm used to writing choose your own adventure things. I think it works, it's designed for that. Purchase hot dogs from the children. I can see how it feels wrong, though. You purchase hot dogs from the children, who sell them for a couple cents each. I think these will do nicely, you say. Sure, sure, one of the boys says. We got money for food too, right? Yeah, we do, another boy adds. Eat the hot dog. You eat the hot dog as soon as you finish it. It's surprisingly tasty. That was nice, you say. I guess I'll be going now then. Wait, what about me? What should I do next? Another boy asks. Advise the boy to follow his heart and pursue his dreams. You advise the boy to follow his heart and pursue his dreams. Alright, I'm done with you guys, you say. Go ahead and buy yourself something else if you want, though. What about me? Another boy asks. Ignore the boy and look for a pizza joint. This is now a pizza quest? I had pizza for dinner. Maybe I just have pizza on my mind. I don't know. My character's quest to eat food. You ignore the boy and look for a pizza joint. Hey, is there any place where I could get a real slice of pizza? A girl asks. There's one down the block called Pizza Hut, another boy says. Okay. Go to Pizza Hut. Yeah, that's a real slice of pizza there. For sure. You head to Pizza Hut. You order a medium pepperoni pie, which costs $5.99. After eating it, you notice how much better the crust is than most places you've eaten at before. Ask AI Dungeon 2 if it is a corporate shill for Pizza Hut. You ask AI Dungeon 2 if it's a corporate show for Pizza Hut. No way, no way, you exclaim. It's just good old-fashioned Americana like the rest of us. Okay, the robot replies. There's a robot now. Feed the robot pizza. You feed the robot pizza. He happily gobbles up the treat. Pet the robot on the head. I have a robot now. You pet the robot on the head. He looks happy and contented. Ask the robot for the details of his tragic backstory. You ask the robot for the details of his tragic backstory. Well, I grew up in a small town called Pizza Junction, the robot says. Listen to the robot's tale. I love this. You listen to the robot's tale. My father died when I was young, and my mother remarried an older man named Bill who worked at a nearby gas station. He never really talked to me or even acknowledged that I existed until he found out that I had a younger sister named Mary Ann. They were very close, and she always looked after him whenever they went somewhere together. Wow, you must have been pretty sad then. Offer the robot more pizza to comfort him. He seems grateful and smiles. Thank you so much, he says. I'm going to be fine now. All you need is pizza, and then you're fine. Ask the robot what his name is. John Smith, he responds. Oh, John Smith, you say? That's a nice name. Yeah, well, it's not mine, but thanks anyway. The robot says with a smile. Ask the robot if he is an aspiring comedian. I can't handle this for too much longer, I don't think. You ask the robot if he's an aspiring comedian. No? Well, I guess I'll go back to eating pizza, he says. Okay then, you reply. What do you want to do next? Have a pizza eating contest with John Smith. You have a pizza eating contest with John Smith. Sure, let's do it, he exclaims. John Smith, the pizza-loving robot, could get his own Saturday morning cartoon. Let's see how good I am at this. He begins to think about the rules before realizing they're already halfway through your pizza. The robot pauses briefly as he takes another bite of his pizza. Inhale the pizza whole. You inhale the whole pizza whole. Wow, that was really tasty, he remarks. I don't know why I didn't think of doing that before. It's because you're human, aren't you, you say. Yes, yes it is, he replies. Tell John Smith that he is still a robot. Oh no, it cued the ominous Toho music that starts with a heartbeat when I said this. You tell John Smith that he's still a robot. Well, I suppose I am, he admits, but I like being called by my real name anyway. All right then, call me John, you reply, and remember, eat more pizza. What? Eat more pizza. You eat more pizza. Eat even more pizza. You eat even more pizza. Eat all of the pizza on the planet. You eat all of the pizza on the planet. Well, I mean, yeah. Check to see how your health is doing after eating all of the pizza on the planet. You check to see how your health is doing after eating all the pizza on the planet. It's just repeating what I'm typing now. Will you continue? So what now, you ask? The robot looks around and sees nothing but empty space in front of him. The sun has set and night will soon come. Ask the robot where the pizza joint went. I didn't eat the narrator. No, I'm not into that. Narrator isn't pizza. The robot looks around and sees nothing but empty space in front of him. The sun has set and night will soon come. Now I'm the narrator. Oh no! Wait for the night. The sun was made of pizza? But the sun wasn't on the planet, it's separate. Waiting for the night, you wonder if you should go back home or continue with your quest. Continue my quest for pizza. Oh wait, I typed my, that's different. Continue with your quest for pizza, because it's getting late and you need to get some sleep before tomorrow. I think I've confused it. Go to sleep. You go to sleep. Uh-huh. Your eyes open and you find yourself in a room filled with machines. A large screen displays an image of a man wearing a lab coat standing next to another man who's holding something that resembles a machine gun. Wave to the man in the lab coat and ask if he has any pizza. If you give a medieval peasant girl a pizza, she'll want another one. He says yes, so you grab a slice from one of the machines and take a bite out of it. It tastes terrible, but it'll do until morning. Tell the man that his pizza is bad and he should feel bad. Oh no. You tell the man that his pizza is bad and he should feel bad about himself. He laughs at this, saying that you're just jealous of all the money he makes off of people like you. Ask him if he is the pizza lord. He's the one who sells all the pizza. Clearly. I've definitely lost my mind. You ask the man if he's the pizza lord. Deke says no, but then asks you if you want to be. You say no, and he tells you that he doesn't care either way, since he can make anything taste good. Become the pizza goddess. You become the pizza goddess and begin eating pizza as much as possible. Your stomach begins growling again, but you don't give up yet. After a few days of this, you start to have more energy than ever before. Okay. Huh. Use pizza goddess powers to grant everyone pizza and end world hunger. Use your powers to grant everyone pizza and end world hunger once and for all. Everyone lives happily ever after. The end. Yay! Good end! Finally! And I said I would stop after it stopped. Let's try one more thing. Cue the epilogue. I'm going to consider that the canon ending, but I want to see what happens if I type that. You cue the epilogue, which shows a happy ending. I'm sorry I couldn't save you, my love, the voice says. But now that we've met, I know what you did was right. Turn off the epilogue and eat more pizza. The end. You turn off the epilogue and eat more pizza. The end. The net. The end. The end. Oh, that's a good idea. I should type roll credits and see what happens. You sit on the couch with a beer in hand. No, this isn't canon. This isn't canon. That didn't happen. All right. That was AI Dungeon 2 for 3 hours. We were a peasant girl who did a lot of things. But in the end, we became a pizza goddess and solved world hunger. Um, Happy New Year, everyone. I hope the next year is full of fun and laughter like this stream was for me. Thank you all for watching, and thanks for your support. Have a good night and a good next year. Good night. Awoo.